is Luminous Insect ASMR. I hope that you are well, and if you're not feeling so good, I hope that I can help you to relax and feel a little bit better. I have a confession to make. I have been distracted by Spotify, so I did plan on recording a video, and I went to go on Spotify to find a song, and that song led me to another song, which led me to another song, which led me to an album, which led me to an artist, which led me to another playlist. And then, before I know it, hours have passed. So, I'm just wondering if anyone else has this issue with Spotify, because I don't know what it is. I am incapable of being on Spotify for like a minute or two. Literally, as soon as I open Spotify, I seem to somehow end up on it for hours. So, first of all, I love music. I mean, everybody says that, but I do. I love music. I have it on from the minute I wake up until the minute I go to bed. I could not live my days without music, and incredibly grateful that I can listen to music. And what happens is that I go on Spotify and I end up getting dragged down a rabbit hole of different artists and playlists and albums, and I think that I have a playlist for just about every single scenario, time of the year, day of the week, mood. So yeah, I hate to think how much time I spend on Spotify. I don't know what it is. When I'm on it, I literally lose track of time. I forget what time of day it is. I forget to eat. I forget to sleep. And before I know it, like 5 hours have passed. So I was going to come and make a video, and I got distracted on Spotify and ended up making a playlist. So I don't know if it's just me, or I'm sure there are other people that have this problem too. Okay, it's like it's an obsession with Spotify, but music brings me so much joy. I mean, it really, really does. And I think that for me, like, I'm that annoying person that's always sharing music with people that they care about, their friends. And I recently bought audiophile headphones, so not these things, but actual proper headphones, which I'd never owned before, and I could not believe the difference listening to music in them. I mean, I feel like I've spent my whole life missing half of the content of the song, because I was suddenly able to hear all the different layers, which is what I assume people hear when they're producing the music, but I could not believe how much I'd missed. So I've been going back through, listening to all my favourite songs with these headphones, and it's just been very, I was going to say eye-opening, but ear-opening, I suppose. It's absolutely incredible. Like, I really do recommend. I mean, they're quite expensive, and it's not a small purchase, but if you love music, 100% worth it. So I love sharing music with people, and I love so much when people share music with me. Like, I will always listen to music people have shared with me, even if it's like someone that I don't really like, because I know, like, for me, when I share music with somebody, it's because I want them to experience what I experience when I listen to it. Or, like, it's a song with meaningful lyrics, or some people listen to lyrics, some people listen to the melody. To me, it's just such a wonderful thing to share with somebody. And when I was younger, I used to make people mixtapes. You'd like record a cassette or a CD of mixtape, and you would give it to someone that you care about, because you wanted them to hear the same music that you love, and you wanted them to listen to the lyrics, or like you give it to your crush. I love that. And you don't really get mixtapes anymore because of streaming, but I think you can make someone a playlist really do find the older I get, the more difficult I seem to find it to retain the information that I'm learning. So yeah, that's something that I wish I could have done when I was younger. And talking of Spotify, you know that someone, in my opinion, right, you know someone takes their music seriously when they put covers on their Spotify playlists. Because, you know, if you make a playlist, it's normally just the first four songs, the album covers come up, right? But you know the people that spend time looking for pictures that represent their playlist and they put a cover photo on, do you know that they love their music, right? I think all my playlists have cover photos. Sometimes I spend as long looking for photos as I do making the playlist. But to me, like, I suppose to some people, they're like, what a waste of time, how can you spend 5 hours on Spotify, you know? To me, that is not wasted time. It's not something I do every day, obviously, like, I have a job and things, but the time that I do spend on Spotify is like meditation for me, because I am focusing purely on that moment. I'm completely in the moment. I've forgotten about time, I've forgotten about everything else. I literally just focused on that music and the song that I'm listening to, and making sure that I can hear all the layers of it, and trying to take it apart and like work out how it was produced, and like I love that. I will spend hours doing that. And yeah, that to me is meditation. I mean, I do meditate as well. But I do meditate every day. I make sure that I make time to meditate, because I feel during the day I'm quite a shallow breather, so I breathe from up here. I don't realise that I'm doing it until I take a deep breath, and then I think, oh, I've been shallow breathing this whole time. When I meditate, I'm focused on my breathing, so it comes from my stomach and takes it. Right, you get a proper breath. Okay, so maybe do 20-30 minutes of that. Calms your whole body down. Now, meditation can be that, but it can also be being really focused on a task that you love and are passionate about. So you could be gardening, you could be doing a jigsaw, you could be out walking in nature. For me, it's listening to music. Well, I love walking in nature too, but listening to music takes me out of everything else and focuses me on that present moment. So I think that's why I end up spending so long on it, because it gives me such a sense of peace, and music, like, it lifts your energy, it can lift your energy. But also, do you not find when you tell someone that, oh, I love music, the first thing they ask you is, what's your favourite artist? Okay, I could not give you a favourite artist. I don't have a favourite artist. It depends on my mood that day. It depends on the time of day, the time of year. It could be, you know, I love one artist, and then ask me a month or two later and I'm not a fan of that artist anymore, because I've listened to the music so much. So it's really an impossible question. And the other thing that I'm really bad for doing is, when I find a song that I love, I will literally listen to it on repeat until I hate it. And I really don't like that I do that, but you know, when you absolutely love a song and it makes you feel a certain way, like it just does something to your mind and your body, and you just want to listen to it over and over again. I do that, and then I end up hating it. And there's some songs that I just cannot listen to. Maybe if I give it a long enough time, I'll learn to love it again. But I do spend a lot of time on Spotify. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this. So anyone else that loves music and loves making playlists, and please let's share some music with each other, because I really find that listen to pretty much any genre of music, literally anything. I have playlists for everything. Yeah, it just depends on my mood that day, what I want, but I'm so grateful that I just have this resource that I can literally listen to